My name's Gabe Zollner. Well, it looks like that Christopher Dorner, the ex-police officer in Los Angeles that went on that killing spree, it looks like things might come to an end. At the present time, as I'm making this video, he's surrounded up in a cabin in Big Bear. I believe there's a hostage or hostages with him as well. But at the end, it's not going to be good. What's really interesting is that he was fired 4 years ago. And he was supposedly fired for having been accused of lying. And because he lied, according to what we've been able to ascertain at this point, he was fired. And because he was fired, he said that his life was ruined and he couldn't have a family, and on and on and on and on. Well, take a look at what we got going on in the White House. We've got somebody that constantly lies. As a matter of fact, I think the only thing that he's ever said that's truthful is that he intends to transform America. That he is doing. But anything and everything else that he said, you can't believe anything that he says. Because whatever he tells you, the exact 180 happens. You know, the exact opposite occurs. And there's so much that we don't know. And we know that there's so much that we don't know that it's insane. If somebody were to write a book about this president and the fact that he achieved the presidency based on not knowing anything about him, no one would believe it. I mean, no one would believe it. You know? You got Nancy Pelosi who says she vetted him. How could she have vetted him when we don't know anything about him? They're all culpable. They're all criminal. And they all need to be held accountable. That includes Nancy Pelosi. It's just amazing how he gets away with everything. I mean, on the White House website, they've got an absolute forged document. I mean, that's what that is. It's an absolute forged document. We know nothing about his past as far as what he did at Occidental. We know nothing about what he did at Harvard. We know nothing how he was able to travel to Indonesia in 1980 when travel to that part of the world wasn't permissible for American citizens. Yet he went there in 1980. So, you know, on what passport? It's just insane. And, you know, our Congress is comprised of, 535 gutless wonders. They're all gutless wonders. And I think that the administration, the Chicago machinery, being part of the administration, has information that people like the Chief Justice John Roberts would rather not be made available to the public. That's what this organization does. That's the only thing that makes any sense as to why Justice Roberts would have done what he did about Obamacare, you know? Anyway, it's just amazing how he continually gets away with murder. Yeah. I think he's guilty in what happened in Fast and Furious with the death of the border agent Brian Terry and that other, I think it was a CIA gentleman who was killed in Mexico with one of the guns that Obama and Holder supplied. It's unbelievable. They all get promoted, you know? Anyway, well, I don't know. It's just amazing how no matter what he does, it rolls off his back like water off the back of a duck. I can only hope and pray that it changes, and I can only hope and pray that eventually he'll pay the price. Whether it's here or up there. Well, he won't go up there. But it's just terrifying that he can continue to destroy the country the way it is and no one does anything about it. What do you think?